Welcome to this compilation of Lour video clips filmed throughout 2017. We start down March with footage of a new bridge being installed down in the bog field. This bridge will give us access to the small bog field by way of hard track rather than driving through adjacent fields as we've been doing in previous years. That's right, lads. Hide under that tree. Drone spotted. 12 o'clock. Obviously, there'll be timber rails fitted across there. Driving over those steel rails is going to be a bit difficult without it. Oh, better contact Captain Scarlet. Looks like the Mistrons have taken control of the forklift. That's a 70s boys thing, you can Google it. To complete the new access to the bog field, the existing grass track at the Grange was dug out and metalled. Here we see this process going on, using stone carted down from Balmashana. There's Darren opening up. Does he know the drone's there? Yeah, quick drone check. There's Chris doing the digging. The drone has proved useful also for moving on winged pests, for example. Bandits ahead, Biggles, you are clear to engage. Get on. On to late April now, and some newly arrived bull and heifers get tagged and vaccinated in the pens at the hands of Liam and cabin student Robert. Come on, Daisy. Ah, she's gonna need that tickling stick. Tickle! Oh, give it another tickle. And again. Go on, tickle! Oh, there you go. Shocking. Around that same time of year saw the farm road on the rear of Ladenford Yard surface dressed. Firstly, Brewer of Kirriemuir dug out and patched any badly crazed areas before Tayside contracts arrived to carry out the actual surface dressing. This is an operation involving a lot of men in kit, as can be seen. And the job actually took place early one Saturday morning when most of you guys were on holiday. I was the only person about actually, so there was nobody else to witness it. Now, just as an aside, that chap in the blue hat pointing, there he goes, look, oh, there's a bloody drone up here. He's the foreman Jock, and it turns out he went to Avis Primary School with me up in Morayshire. We enjoyed a good few minutes reminiscing, especially about Baldy the headmaster, but hey, there we go. Here we see the Bowser has just sprayed a width of hot emulsion and the spreader applies coated chips. and in a second we can see the driver can alter the width to cover certain areas. There he goes, look. And where there are drains, such as on the left, they lay Hessian bogs down and cover them in sand. And that roller is actually made up of a series of hard rubber wheels that press the chips in. And then after a few days the entire area was swept with a lorry type sweeper, then twice more over the weeks that followed. Here's Jock again. Right. Firmly in control. They had that area done in under 2 hours actually. So I know there's a lot of people there, but they did a good job and they knew what they were doing. Now in a moment we will move on to the first of 2 projects that took place during 2017, namely the demolition of New Dyke Stedden. This opening clip is New Dyke before, if you like, with the buildings virtually as they were before demolition. Some slates have been removed, as were the remaining slates that were safe to do so. Read your script, Mike. Now just in a few seconds, as the camera covers the oilseed rape field in the background, you'll notice there's a big area that's green. That was affected by club root, which is a condition that's caused us severe yield loss in certain fields in recent years. These buildings were beyond economic repair and not for any modern purpose. The random rubble-built wall construction meant any sort of housing conversion is unrealistic. But it's very poignant to remember when we acknowledge that in relative recent history this was somebody's pride and joy. But nothing stays the same forever or stands in the way of progress, and here demolition begins. With Alex's old tractor shed, I think, actually. Most of the work was undertaken solely by these 2 Smeaton operators. They sorted out the timber from the stone using that pincer grab that can be seen in the blue digger. The stone is then arranged in rows for subsequent crushing and grading. The crusher can be seen on site in the right hand corner. The old bothy gets the works. I wonder what tales that building could tell. That might be the chaff beds getting gathered up. Those were the days, eh? The Grieve got a chaff bed to himself, but the other men often had to share doubles. Baths once a month. Happy days. And it's no 100 years ago either. So here we are, ready for crushing, which I don't actually have any footage of, I'm afraid. But all this stone was crushed, graded, and then stored at East Mains, which is, yeah, that's perhaps ominous actually. Anyway, ultimate recycling. And here's the finished job. It's hard to believe the earth covering the site all came from the random rubble that just fell out through the grader during crushing. The second project was the removal of some feed barriers at Wadenford installed in the late 70s. We can see the old barriers on the left, the ones on the right have obviously been gone, and they were just corroded beyond repair. And they've been replaced by what we call self-catching yokes, where we can catch animals, they go in and they can be held by the neck. And I mean, this sort of completely transforms operations like tagging and jetting, etc., etc. And over recent years the cattle have eaten off the flat surface, but we're now going to form some bunkers. And here the guys are preparing this bunker space on one side. And as they say on Blue Peter, here's one we did earlier. The concrete panels are now in place and the steel uprights are ready for final concreting. Sometime later sees both bunkers formed, and actually at the time this video was taken, the yokes are going in. We can see one sitting against the wall on the left hand side here, and at the bottom in a second we'll see some that are already in place. There they are. Whoa! Get down, ship! And here's the Chuckle Brothers. They're moving another section of the building. To you, to me, to you, to me. No. One of the main purchases of 2017 was this KV grain drill. Here's Michael in action on what was a very busy day up at Balmashana. This new drill takes GPS control much further, and it now can switch off the drill at the ends amongst many other things. I say a busy day as in the adjacent field the combine is rolling. What's that idiot doing here? Hey man, get out the bloody road. After last year's calamity, a kind of strange turn of events meant that we were very fortunate to be able to purchase a 3-year-old Claas 770 locally. This is a larger machine than our previous combine, and here we see Bill in action with Michael Murray carting off. This has been an excellent machine to date and has much greater output than our previous one. But strangely enough, I don't quite understand why. Against a 3-year average, it used 25% less fuel than the old combine did. I'm not sure, is it because it's got a bigger engine and it's more able? Jury's out. The large circular screen at the top of the back is actually the radiator, which lies horizontally. As I say, it's turned out to be an excellent combine. A quick scoot about Leidenford now in mid-September, starting with some goose. Yeah, there's Daisy and Daisy. I think that's Daisy over there. Alright, it is. It's a bit like meeting the male guests at a Muslim wedding. Ah, now here's a horrid, grumpy, frumpy, ill-pleased, fat little cow. Yep, that's Nicola. Aye. Go on, exit right, why don't you? And pulling up we see the potato harvester ready for action on the far right beside the potato boxes. Cue the extras! Lady on the bike, action! Lee begins to regret having all that curry last night. Is that why they call it the runs? There's a mountain of wheat to dry, as you can see, and the combine is visible in the distance up in the left hand corner there, sending home what turned out to be some of the last of it for the season. We never seem to have enough tipping space. I'm thinking we might extend that tipping area along where the implements are for next year. I mean, it never ends. A bigger dryer puts one ahead for a while, then the combine capacity increases, and the grain comes home faster, and the tipping area fills up more quickly, blah 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 blah. I know it'll go like that forever, really. Oh, the Vindaloo kid is back again. The other prime purchase this year was this Verbruggen balletizer, manufactured in Holland, like all this machinery is by the Dutch peoples. Here Lee and Michael are bagging twice the volume 4 men did previously by hand. And when we consider the height of these pallets and the bag weight, it's high time really this task was mechanised. We've been a bit slow to come to this one, others have been there before us. Another moment during the pallet changeover, note how the 2 feed belts cue the bags automatically. This bag will stop in a second. There it goes. Now it can go a bit further. Now we're away again. The bags are turned in a line so that the newly stitched ends always face inwards. And I think it's fitting I bring this little review to a close appropriately with a cattle lowing at their new mangers. Merry Christmas everybody, and the best wishes for 2018.